So in today's video, we're going to be taking a closer look at the brand new Terra Nova Vault Duo. So this morning I was over at Terra Nova and they kindly gave me the brand new Terra Nova Vault Duo 2-person tent to try out. Obviously this isn't a review, I've never had it out of the bag yet. But I thought what I'd do is get it pitched up for the first time. We could go through some of the specs, have a good nosy round, see what it looks like. So this is brand new for 2024. It is a 4-season dome tent. Pack size isn't too bad actually. It's not the lightest tent though, it's 3.175 kilos, but it's quite a large tent, loads of space inside. Comes with an oversized bag as well. No worse than trying to squeeze a tent in a bag that's too small for it. Velcro strap holding it all together. Let's have a look at the poles first. So there's 3 poles, yeah. And these are 9.5 millimeters. It's their own brand Terra Firma poles. They're all the same length. Pegs next. Terra Firma pegs. You get 18 of these. I'm guessing they don't want the tent to blow away. Let's get this tent laid out. It's raining again, by the way. So the inner and the fly sheet, they're already attached, which is a good thing. Pretty straightforward stuff, just the poles through the sleeves. Say it's pretty straightforward, I've not got it up yet. The end of the pole fits into the grommet. I think with this one you get all 3 poles in first before you pop it up. So this tent is freestanding, so you don't need to actually guy it out if you don't want to. The weather's nice. Raining again today, as always lately. There's one. 2. And last but not least, there we go. So with it being a freestanding tent, you can actually move this wherever you want, where the grass is short. Yeah, you can just move things around depending which way you want the doors to open. Let's go that way, shall we? Let's get a few of these pegs in so it doesn't blow away. Right, that's pegs taken care of. We need to put this cover on the top now. So you might have seen this style of cover on other brands of tents. It's got little clips there with adjusters on it to tighten things up afterwards. There's one of these on every corner of the hexagon, and just go around and nip it up. That one's actually attached, so permanently attached, so it stops it blowing away when you loosen things off. There we go, that's the tent basically up. I'm not going to bother guying everything out, so it's double guy ropes on each pole. It's got mini line locks and Dyneema guy line itself. There's one of these on every pole. There's also a bungee there, so if you want to peg out every side. Not sure if you're going to need every peg, but if you want things belts and braces, why not? Here's the guy out points. They look pretty robust, as do the pole sleeves. Although I would have liked to have seen clip-on poles, you know, a little bit like the Steiker and the Alac. Just makes it a little bit easier to pitch it in the wind. However, this is a little bit tougher than the clips, I suppose. Let's have a closer look at this top cover. So there is mesh areas up there for ventilation. There's also like a storm flap, so if you're getting wind that blows up, it's going to protect it. Quite clever that. That's the branding on the tent. So the fly sheet is the Terra Nova 30 denier watershed nylon. It's silicone coated on the outside and PU coated inside, so it's tape seamed. Let's have a gander inside. Get out of the rain a minute. So storm flaps, Velcro on there. Massive vestibule. Looks like I've got to tighten the inner up. Just need to pull on that. Do the same on this side. That's better. Let's have a look at the door ties. Rolls up. There's a little toggle in a loop. There it is. Bit of dyneema for the zips. They do open from the top as well, which I like. Good for when you're peeking out the tent in the morning. Right, before I move on, I quickly want to give a shout out to Squarespace, who sponsored today's video. So if you don't know who Squarespace are, they're the #1 place to go if you want to have a go at building a website all by yourself. It's really easy to do. All you have to do is either choose one of their ready-made templates or click the build your own template, where you can easily customize your website with different elements, different color combinations, and their Blueprint AI will even help customize some of the text for you. There's loads of other different features. You can check your analytics. I use it to promote the YouTube channel and for email marketing campaigns. So if you want to have a go at building a website of your own, then click the link in the description or head over to squarespace.com/Paul Messner. You'll get a totally free trial and then 10% off your first purchase. Wish there was another one of those toggles here, and then that would be really tight there, wouldn't it? Let's get inside. So that's the clearance that you've got between the fly and the inner. The door opens really wide. Let me take you back and have a look. Good headroom. Obviously I'm not 6'6", but I've got acres of space. So the vestibule or porch, pretty huge. You might be able to see the ventilation a little bit better there. In fact, let me unclip that so we can have a proper look. Here we go. It's like having a few spotlights. So the inner and outer do come apart pretty easily. So if you're out for multiple days and you want to keep the inner dry while the fly sheet's wet, that'll come in handy, won't it? So most of the inner on this is solid. Let's zip this door up. And you've got a second zip there. Got a bit of heat sticking out, look. And then you can reveal some mesh. Gives you a bit more ventilation. There's a pocket in each corner. And at this end, there's a couple at each side as well. So it's pocket central. Somewhere to hang a little lantern. Let's see how the inner door rolls up. What we got? Toggles here as well. Close that back up. So that zips both ways as well. So you can alter the amount of ventilation that you've got. Let's fully open that door. Ah, so that's what that pocket's for. When your door's open, you shove it in there out of the way. I don't really want to take my shoes off, but it'd be nice to see how long the tent is, wouldn't it? Right, so my feet are just touching the inner a little bit there. That's how much space I've got. I'm 5'8", thereabouts. Yeah, probably got about a foot above my head. Although I wish I'd bought a sleeping pad. I'm too old for these hard floors. Probably should have shut that door. Bit of rain coming in. Probably around 3 or 4 inches there of the bathtub. Fire precautions. Remember, don't cook in tents, kids. Quite a comfortable place to be, really. Right, I'm going to lie on my side. I can stretch out fully and still not touch the other edge of the inner. There's probably enough room in here for 2 wide pads. I will have a quick look at the specs. So actually tapers, so that end it's 125 centimetres, whereas the foot end will be 115 centimetres. So it might be a squeeze getting 2 wide pads in. You'll definitely get 2 regular pads in with a little bit to spare. While we're talking measurements, the height of the inner is 108 centimetres and the internal length is 220 centimetres. This inner material is a 30 denier ripstop, and then you've got 70 denier, they call it water block, for the ground sheet. That's got a hydrostatic head of 10,000 millimetres. Can't remember if I mentioned it earlier, but the fly sheet is 5,000 millimetres. Well, it's waterproof anyway, beading off lovely. So when it's all packed away in its bag, the dimensions are 36 centimetres by 20 centimetres. It's a 4-season tent, 2 doors, 2 large porch areas. I haven't guyed everything out and it's not been in any sort of wind, but it does look pretty robust, doesn't it? But the proof will obviously be in the pudding when I get it up in the hills. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this does out in the field. Not the playing field, the other playing field. I don't think I've missed anything. This bit is reinforced where the hood goes on. This is actually Dyneema, it's 1.8 millimetres. The terra firma pegs, they're 13 grams each. Oh, a little bit about the guarantee. So Terra Nova do a 2-year, no questions asked really, guarantee on the poles against accidental damage or breakage. And according to their website, the product is guaranteed to the original owner against defects in the materials and workmanships for the lifetime of the product. I'm not sure how you'd go on if you've been using this tent every day for 10 years. But I'm guessing there's going to be some sort of clause with fair wear and tear when it comes to the guarantee. So it turns out that I did miss something out after all, something pretty important as well, the price. So this tent retails for £950, which I think is a little bit steep, to be honest with you. However, Terra Nova do regularly have sales where they have up to 30% off their tents, and there's plenty of discount codes out there if you check. I've even got one in the description below. Maybe that'll help you out, but I'd definitely wait till it's on sale or use one of the discount codes. Anyway, that's a quick first look at the brand new Terra Nova Vault Duo. Let me know your thoughts and if you've got any questions in the comments. And the next time you see this, it'll be up in the hills somewhere.